Hey everybody, this is Rice Bonds, Montana de Young, back here with you again. I just ended up finishing a video right before this one, using these cards in the backdrop. I just don't have enough time to switch out the backdrop, so I guess these will be up for 2 videos. The thing is that the other video is about a very, very sensitive card, and I don't plan on releasing that for some time until I get my ducks in a row. But this one, I'm delighted to show off to you guys. It's been sitting here for well over a week, maybe 2 weeks. Same old story, just busy with everything and not able to find the time to sit down and play with cards. So I am excited to be opening this one in front of you guys. I've been looking for this card a long time. I guess long is relative. I am OG enough now, it's kind of crazy, to remember when this card probably cost about 15 to 30 bucks. And I ignored these cards for a long time because I always thought that Topps Chrome was kind of like the ugly stepsister of Finest. And I just never paid attention to the product until, of course, it suddenly blew up and prices spiraled out of control. I'm like, what did I do? What did I miss? All those folks who collected bonds in 2019 or earlier got this card and ones like it for about 30 bucks. And since the ridiculous explosion, COVID explosion of card prices that happened in 2020 and the outsized impact that basketball cards have had on all the other sports, and I think I know baseball best, but I would say in particular baseball, with 96 I think being Kobe's rookie year, and therefore his Chrome rookie being hot topic of conversation. All of a sudden, that fervor spread to other sports like baseball, and Chrome became the thing to get. And I didn't have a single one at that time when prices went from 10 to 15 bucks all the way up to like suddenly 150. Now they're hovering around 200-300 bucks, depending on the grade, even higher than that. And so I have the 97, I think, and 98 Topps Chrome base refractor. And these are not rare cards, but they are hard to find in good condition. And I was lucky enough to snag this card on the Facebook buy, sell, and trade group that I recommend and that I also run. This popped up and I was able to snag it within a few minutes for what I think is a really good price in today's climate. I think I paid something like 250 bucks for this, which is super reasonable. It's a beautiful card. It's just that I never liked the pose here. Obviously, bonds just popped up, so it wasn't high on my list. But the profile of these 96 Topps Chromes have gone so high with Jeter, the fact that that's considered one of his many rookie years, 1996. This card has just risen in profile. I thought maybe it was too late for me to get one. The back is pretty off-center, but the front, I mean, the eye appeal of this card is insane. It's really well-centered, and I didn't see any refractor lines in the ad, nor do I see it now in person. I mean, this card is something else. It is actually quite beautiful. I do wonder sometimes whether I'm just seduced by the cost and the sexiness like of a card. Back when I thought that Chrome was inferior to Finest, just because I grew up on Finest, I never even gave these refractors a second thought. There's just so many refractors out there that I felt I had to narrow down my aims and my interests. And so I very, very laser focused on what I need. And this was not within the range of things I was looking at. So to get in this late and when cards are this expensive, I don't know if it's a great idea. I do think the craze over Chrome is a fad, is a thing of the time, but I'm also a collector, and when I see a card I really want for a price that's good for the climate that you're in, it's hard to pass up, especially given the backstory of this card. This was sent by Chris M. He pulled this with Star Power subset Frank Thomas refractor from the same box of 1996 Chrome. And I think I remember him even showing off his pulls. He sent it over to SGC. I'm not sure why I got an 8. I can't really see under the pane enough to know. Maybe the micro scratch right there. There. Can't tell if that's on the card or on the surface of the slab. I mean, from my naked eye here, I don't see anything obviously wrong with this card. And this is the first time I've even noticed that there's a hologram there. That's pretty cool. First time ever noticing that. Sweet. These little things that they put into the design that they just can't. The little divots in here. The pock marks. I love it. Such a beautiful card. Goodness gracious. I'm so thrilled to have this. I really didn't think I was going to be able to find one. But you know, I've been here for now 4 years and I've realized everything comes up. Every single thing comes up. I'm sure that any 101 Barry Bonds that I want to see, including the 1999 Base Gem Masters, is eventually going to pop up. And it's probably going to be available within my lifetime. So there's never any need to panic. I'm really happy that I waited it out. These cards are notoriously hard to grade high. I hope that the reason it got dinged was because of back centering. It's pretty off, but that doesn't bother me almost at all. Maybe as little as a condition issue could bother me. So this is such a cool card. My 90s cards have sort of slowed down to a trickle. But once in a while you get a card like this. I've been thinking about it for a long time. It's been in the bubble mailer for a long time, all week, maybe 2 weeks. Finally to be seen by me, my own eyes. There's like a divot right there. A dimple. An unplanned dimple. I don't care about stuff like that. I mean, dimples to me in cards from this era, they affect the pleasure of the card none. And I am the biggest stickler on surface. Surface is by far the most important subgrade to me. It's the thing you can see the most when you're looking at a card in person. It's the thing that's easiest to hide in scans. So the most useful thing for an expert to look at and sort of convey to me their appraisal of is the quality of the surface. Everything else, like centering, corners, and edges, can be assessed from afar online from just a scan. It's the surface that matters the most, and I love the surface here. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Until next time.